just realized I was muted the entire time. So just realized I was muted the entire time. So just realized I was muted so yeah, we're in Atlanta. We're flying to DC, and then from DC to Boston. We've got a little bit of ATC coverage today. Um, so like I said, we were going to run at the 7.5 today, but the flight factor 757 was not being cooperative. Crashed my sim. Otherwise, I would have been on time today. So we'll just hopefully get that thing up and running. I'm going to work some bugs out on it and hopefully get it back for us on Wednesday. Um, like I said, ATC today, we do have some available in Atlanta. DC Center is not on for now, but we've got New York and Boston Center on currently. So let's hope that they stay on. That way we have a nice, some nice ATC coverage. So let's go ahead and jump in here and get underway. What's up, Lizard? What's up, dude? All right, so let's fire everything up. Yeah, shut up. Get that good there. Got ground power, emergency lights. Turn all that on. I'm gonna go ahead and fire up the APU while I'm thinking about it. Messing with builds. Oh, drop. Okay, airplane shell. It's like builds. What are you, Fortnite again? Go nav here. Get the GPS up and running. And we're gonna cut the hydros on. Go ahead and turn all of our bleeds and whatnot on. I think I mentioned it last night. I think grinder may be an option. Make you a little bit faster than the power forward. Let's see. Lights can come on. Wait for the APU to do its thing. Dude, that's gonna get really annoying. This thing here, like X-Plane, it goes through FPS drops and everything. I don't know why. It's such a. I get why they have that feature, but I don't want the pop-ups. It's super annoying. All right. All right, so let's go down here to the FMC, get some lights going. We're only out of date by one AirX cycle, so I'm not too worried about it. All right, we are in Atlanta. Routes, Atlanta, going to Washington, D.C. Today we're Delta 7488. Okay. Should be good there. Let the IRS do its thing. Let's go ahead and get our fuel input here. So SimBrief is calling for, first, before I forget, called fuel truck. I'm on ground power, right? It says I'm on ground power. Either way, I want AP power now. Okay. Where's my fuel truck? Okay, whatever. All right, fuel 8 point, we'll say 8.4. All right, so zero fuel weight 59.7. So we need to increase by 12.7. So what's that? 18.3. 59.7, perfect. So takeoff weight needs to be 67.8. That is close enough. CG looks good. Now, are we actually fueling? See, we're not. We're not adding fuel. Do I need to call the fuel truck? Okay, there. It's so stupid, man. Like, just fuel me. I don't want to have to click an extra button to do that. There should be an option to disable that, honestly. pull up our charts. Perfect. Plus wind speed and excel from your grinder. Yeah, I'm just wondering if you can still get those clappers off like you did before. That'd be my only thing, is it's kind of a valuable thing to have, especially in threes. Alright, so we need to probably get our clearance. I'm going to wait for the fuel to finish loading before I load the weights into the FNC. So Atlanta Center's on 32,975. And X-Pilot decided to change the push-to-talk from the client to the game. I figured that out earlier instead of doing it the hard way. You know what? They have a clearance deliveries on, actually. And actually, I need to check the ATIS first before anything. If we're going to do this the right way. 55. 125. And now the ATIS doesn't want to work. Don't tell me that the radios are going to act up. ATIS should be 125.55. That's what I'm tuned to. Oh, come on, man. I literally will have to fly without ATC if I can't figure this out. I really don't understand. One, 2, 5, 55. That's why am I not getting ATIS pulled up? All right, let me try back to center. You know what? No. We don't need to go to center. We need to go to clearance delivery 18.1. If I can get this to work pretty quickly, then I'm just gonna not use ATC. I really don't have the patience for it right now. I know did they disconnect me already? No, I'm still connected. My frame rates didn't drop that low. Alright, let me file real quick and then call them up and see if this is going to work. Alright, filing on our VATSIM. Jack 2 Kellen. Atlanta delivery Delta 7488 IFR to DC, please. Are their comms just not working? Like, I updated the client. I know I'm connected through X-Plane. Okay, so I just got a PDC from him, so obviously that's working. Okay. Well, we'll just go with that then for now. Load that up. If it's not one thing, it's another with X-Plane, I swear. Yeah, the grinder should be able to pretty much outskate almost anybody as far as stamina. And I would think the speed would be comparable to a sniper or a playmaker. Okay, so we're cruising at 350. I need to pay attention here. Cost index 17. Exit deviation 4. Winds 264.97.
Ground American 976, Heavy Radio taxi to 7.
Okay, so obviously X-Pilot is working. Maybe he just doesn't have comms? Execute that. Okay, so since ATIS isn't working, I'm just gonna pull up the METAR on my own.
Is that no delivery?
Yeah, see, I don't think he's on comms. 3012. He sent me a PDC earlier, so I'm not sure if he's on comms or not. Let's see, how cold is it? Yeah, so we can do a slight derate. That should be good. Alright. And let's pull up our clearances to make sure he didn't make any changes for us. I'm in. Yeah, take care. I'll be on here for a few hours. Okay, so let's see. We are... God, this is a long-ass PDC. Okay, maintain 10,000. Okay, 7140 in the box. I'm gonna plug that in now. I'm just gonna go ahead and go TAR, right? It's a little early for that, but whatever. Dude, this is like a full ATIS, like, holy crap. Okay, Jack 2. Callan transition. What runway? We expect runway 27 right for departure. Okay, that is the side that I'm on. That works. Route, activate, execute, route page. Alright, so after Kellen, we're taking the Q56 airway. After Q56, we're going Kiwi. And do this. That'll take us into our arrival, which is the CAPS 3. Waves transition. Right, yep, waves. And weather currently in DC. Winds 290 at 6. That may give us runway 1. No, 19 is the river visual, I think, actually. I just don't want to plan for an improper runway, and then all of a sudden ATC's on, and then they're like, nope, don't do that. Arrival right, CAPS 3. Yeah, so the winds are going to be favoring runway 1. So we're going to plan for runway 1. ILS. That's good. Alright, go to legs, Kiwi, then waves. Just make sure we clear any discontinuities. Kiwi, waves, CAPS 3. Perfect. What am I looking for? Right there. Alright, go flaps 5. out of Atlanta today. CG right at 4, so we'll just go right at 5. I know technically supposed to wait for the hydraulics, but I don't care. Alright, so VT's 149, so we'll just do 164. MCP, nope, I don't want that. And then we are cleared to 10,000 feet. Put runway heading in here just in case. But this is should be a full RNAV departure out of here. I didn't arrange those properly. So we will go ahead and RML nav and VNav. Alright, pre-flight is complete. I guess I should have done this. Go ahead and cut the fuel pumps on. I'm going to tell them to sit the hell down now. Go ahead and cut our window heats on. Pressure looks good there. What did we say we were cruising at?
The captain has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. Please recheck the security of your seatbelt.
We are 35,000 feet. I want to say DC is pretty darn close to sea level. I'm just going to take a wild guess at that. Uh, 11 feet, yep, so that's just going to stay at 0. Anti-collision lights, we're going to go and cut those on. We're going to lose the jetway. Brakes back on.
Flight attendants, prepare your doors for departure, please. Cross-check and all call.
You had no time to get seated. Sorry about you. Alright, we're gonna push back face left. Right, different direction.
Strapped in. Give us a ring if you need anything.
Good evening, ladies and...
Ground to cockpit. Plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you are ready.
To your row and out of the aisle as quickly as possible. Allow those passengers behind you to make their way to their seat as well.
Okay, we gotta tune to Atlanta approach. Atlanta's one of the busiest, like most well-staffed centers. Even when there's not events going on, they usually stay pretty staffed up, so that's always nice. Okay, Atlanta approach is 27.9. Then we'll go ahead and tune over to center, which is 32.975 again.
Radio check.
Oh, did I not?
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
I didn't run any tests like I was supposed to.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have received our final paperwork and we are ready for immediate departure. Before we can move the aircraft, all passengers must immediately keep self-security documents.
Is that in-op? Really? Test is this way. There it goes.
Approach Southwest 901. Southwest 901.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Yes, sir. Echo showed at 26 left. Southwest 901, RNAV to Snuffy, runway 26 left, clear for takeoff. Okay, RNAV to Snuffy, 26 left, clear for takeoff, Southwest 901. Southwest 1211, Atlanta approach you up.
Okay, be sure all carry-on items are securely stowed in an overhead bin, and place smaller items under the seat in front of you.
Tow connected and bypassed and in service. Release parking brakes.
Exits and bulkhead areas.
starting push back, and you may start engines.
Southwest 901, affirmative, RNAV to Snuffy, runway 26 left, clear for takeoff.
Okay, clear for takeoff, 26 left, RNAV to Snuffy, Southwest 501.
Alright, we got good
Southwest
pressure.
1211, line
Starboard
approach.
2.
You'll find additional information regarding
Gonna be done with these by the time I start taxiing with the announcements, that is. Alright, get refueled. And cut out number 2, starting number 1.
Said Southwest 1211, line approach, up.
Oh, I'm not paying attention. Gas.
securely fastened anytime the seatbelt sign is on. And even if the sign is off, please keep your seatbelt fastened in case we experience any unexpected rough air.
And keep your asses in your seats, basically.
For everyone's safety, federal regulations require all passengers.
Alright, that is a bueno start. Cut off. Starter has cut off. Flipping to continuous.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Parking brake sets.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Gen's over.
Approach Southwest 901.
Gen, APU is off.
Southwest 901 approach.
Just making sure we're back up, so we got disconnected. So.
On Southwest 901, you're at a contact for altitude.
Through 2,400 now.
Shit.
Southwest 901, roger, climb and maintain 14,000.
Yeah, 14,000 Southwest 901.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
Bleeds are on. Perfect. RTO. Flaps. 5 degrees. And flight controls.
Tow is disconnected. On right basket has been removed. Hand signal on the right. Well, see you next time and have a safe flight.
Full forward.
Southwest 901, are you flying with Southwest 1211?
Left rudder. Everything checks out. Perfect. Checking recall. Recall is good. Altimeter is set. Where did my thing go? Flaps, green light.
Life vests are located under your seats in the economy cabin. If you're seated in the first class or business class cabin, life vests are either in a compartment beneath or adjacent.
We can think of the shitty SciTech throttle control quadrant for that. NCP set, transponder is already TARA, strip lights, any lights, blah, 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 perfect. Let's get our...
Atlanta approach, Southwest 1211.
Southwest 1211, Atlanta approach, right out of Snuffy, runway 26 left, clear for takeoff.
Approach Delta 7488, ready taxi 27 right.
C.
Okay, 4455, Atlanta approach, squawk mode, Charlie, please. Okay, 4455, runway 27 right, taxi via Lima, Juliet, Mike.
Lima, Juliet, Mike, 4455.
Atlanta approach Delta 389 with you at 13,000.
Delta 3 Atlanta left approach, 1 altimeter 3012, visual 27 left.
Visual 27 left, Delta 389.
Approach Delta 7488, ready taxi 27 right.
Southwest 901, contact Atlanta Center 132.907, good day.
Get back to Center 1397, Southwest 901, get out.
Sit.
I know I'm coming through.
Delta 389 to set a maintain 12,000.
Is he not able to hear me?
Maintain 12,000, Delta 389.
see something here. He can't hear me. Land approach radio check. I don't understand. Let me check one thing real quick. I think I may know what it is. Let me go to my sound.
Southwest 1211, radar contact, say altitude.
Microphone.
Southwest 1211, passenger 2005.
Southwest 1211, climb and maintain 14,000.
I don't know why he can't hear me.
Climb and maintain 14,000, Southwest 1211.
Land approach radio check. I don't know how I'm not coming through. Okay, I sent him a message. Let me see if he gets that. If not, I'm just gonna have to disconnect. I'm not gonna have a choice. Can't sit here all night and hope for X-Pilot to get its shit together. It's weird because audio's coming through, but he's not hearing me, and I know I've got my. I mean, he's coming through. He should be able to hear me. All right. I'm disconnecting. I'm just not going to be able to fly with ATC, unfortunately. We'll try it with the. I think I'm going to fly the Tolus next, so we'll try it with that. All right, so we'll just give ourselves taxi clearance. We're just going to go Lima, all the way down Lima Bravo. Do a quick configuration check. Checks. It's really annoying, man. Ever since they switched over the clients over for VATSIM, I've had nothing but issues with trying to like communicate with ATC and whatnot. It's extremely annoying. Volumes are set to. I'm just trying to think of why my voice wouldn't be coming through. Like I've got the mic set as the input on both the client and on my computer, and for whatever reason my voice just wasn't coming through. They just had an X-Pilot update today, so maybe that has something to do with the update. But a lot of it, you notice a lot of people asking for radio checks. So I'm wondering if I'm the only one that's having that issue. I troubleshooted it as much as I could. To no avail. Alright, so we're going to take this all the way out. This is our departure play. We're going to end up turning it around, going the other way. I don't want to taxi off the damn taxiway. I'm going to fly out this way. We're going to hit football and then circle around and go that way towards the northeast. fast taxi. That's just the outer marker going nuts. Should go away once we get to the end of the runway, hopefully. There we go. Arm the auto throttle. Huh. Seabody usually doesn't make that noise. Odd. Alright, wing lights.
We'll be taking off in just a few minutes. Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for departure.
Strobe lights.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
Yeah, really disappointing I couldn't get the ATC to work. It's got to be a client issue. I've never had this problem on Squawk Box ever since X-Pilot. I love the interface on X-Pilot, but it's buggy as all hell. Alright, so we're just going to go straight on here. 27 right is confirmed. Oh, did I go too far? I went too far. Whoops. I guess I'm going to run over some lights. Maybe I need ATC after all to hold my hand. Alright, 27 right confirmed. Start our clock. It's okay. Just gonna ignore it. The flaps are fine.
80 knots.
80 knots is cross checks. Sure, I don't have it on that VNAV. That's weird.
V1, rotate.
Rotates.
Positive rate.
Gear up.
400.
400 feet checks. There's on that VNAV.
1.
That's feet checks. Flaps 1. Flaps clean. Alright, see you later, Atlanta. Start that left turn. And I'm going to pull us up to 35,000. too, it looks like, so I'm kind of like on a weird angled turn here. Just gonna hand fly it here for a little bit. Nice weather reload there. It's 10,000 feet. Cut all of that off. It's a weird elongated turn, usually a little bit tighter than this. Airport down there. The nose just a little bit, pick up a little bit of speed. Okay, let autopilot do its thing now.
Remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened anytime the seatbelt sign is on. Even if the sign is off, please keep your seatbelt fastened in case we experience any unexpected rough air. We ask that you also please remember to use caution if opening the overhead bins to prevent injury from articles that may have shifted during takeoff.
Just can't get over how complete this Evo is as an airplane. Just like I said, it's I say it almost every single stream, but it's the fact that this thing is freeware is insane. It's one thing I'm going to miss about X-Plane if VATSIM 2020 doesn't dethrone it. It's going to be how many updates we get for this plane and how well put together it is. The continued support for it. It's one of those things that you almost take for granted, unfortunately. But I have a sneaking suspicion that once that new sim comes out, we're not going to have quote-unquote study level aircraft. It's going to be default. They can kind of do a few things that these things can do, but it's not going to have nearly the system's depth, at least not to begin with. But we'll wait and see. I'm cautiously optimistic, but scenery and everything looks great. I think we're going to get better performance, but I'm really curious to see how in-depth and immersive the airplanes are, because that's a big part of it. So we shall see. So a nice steady climb here. We've got a nice tailwind helping us out. Hopefully it stays that way. It'll get us to DC a little bit quicker. I will hopefully have better success on VATSIM with another airplane. I've never had issues with the TOLUS, so it's what leads me to think that it's not a TOLUS issue. I'm almost positive that it's a client issue. This is all configured properly as far as I can tell. It's 18,000 feet. There's a ton of haze out of nowhere. Personalization, everything looks good. We're not dying of hypoxia today. I mean, a good one up here. Mic selector, VHF1. Those were pulled out up there. I don't think that has anything to do with it, though. It shouldn't matter, right? I mean, it's something that I've never messed with. Usually I just connect to my client, I can talk to VATSIM, no problem. Just configure your input and output devices and it shouldn't be an issue, but it's like they ran this update, they switched the push to talk to in-game instead of in-client, which is odd. I'll say it's unnecessary. Just little things like that. It's like, why even bother? If it's not broke, don't fix it. So I don't know. We'll see. I'm tempted to try to connect back and see if I can connect with them. I already X'd out of X-Pilot. I'll just fly this one without ATC, and then hopefully I'm going to be out of Atlanta airspace before I land anyway. DC Center's not even on, so it may not even be worth it. It's just a little annoying not having the ATC. It just makes it that much more challenging. There's a huge group of flights going from Chicago to DFW. Holy crap. It's probably 20 planes. Huh. Yeah, his controller's about to get his work in for the night. Whoever's running DFW. Alright. So we'll be at top of climb here in about 40 miles. Everything looking good. We got a nice tailwind, 75 knots, so it's pushing us right along. Should hopefully get us to DC a little bit quicker. Fortunately, we couldn't do the river visual. The winds do not favor the river visual. I'll double check weather just in case that has changed. And it has not. I mean, really, if I wanted to, I could switch it. It's only an 8-mile-an-hour wind, 7 knots. Could land with that tailwind, but I'd rather not. So we'll stick with what we got for now. Let's go for like reconfiguring the FMC. Clouds decided to disappear. There's a lot of technical difficulties tonight. Couldn't get the 757 to work. Started the stream with no mic. Freaking can't get ATC to work. It's one of those nights where it's just nothing wants to go my way. But that's explained for you. It's just the way of the road, unfortunately. So I guess I'm curious to see like what the clients are going to be like for the new flight simulator. There's so many unanswered questions we have still. We've seen some screenshots, we've seen some nice looks at what the airplanes look like, some of the flight dynamics, the weather, weather engine. They got snow. We're gonna have snow finally. Like it looks like it's natively worked into the program too, which is nice. But I really want to know. Again, I really want to know how the airplanes are gonna be. How is it gonna integrate with VATSIM? You know, so much. Like these networks and the way these sims run now have been built over years and years and years. A lot of it's old, outdated, antiquated code. So it's going to be interesting to see because apparently Microsoft is completely starting from scratch. Like they're completely, from what I've heard, they built an entirely new engine just for that sim, which is amazing considering the resources that Microsoft has. So it's going to be really, really, I cannot wait to get my hands on a beta or something. It's going to be epic. And I can't freaking wait because I'm tired of getting sub 60 FPS when I have a $500 or $600 graphic card. I mean, there's people that've got 2080 Ti's, which is a $1,300 graphic card right now, and they're getting sub 60 FPS, and they're not even getting full utilization. It's a joke, honestly. It's 2020, so I think the community is due for something more, you know, something that's more polished. I mean, this game looks phenomenal. It's just, it's inconsistent with its performance. Zebo is one of the most well-behaved airplanes, but I guarantee if I get in the Fly Factory 320, it's like my frame's going to be all over the place. I mean, right now I'm getting sub 40 FPS, which in my opinion is still a joke. Like 60 for this type of game should be standard. It should be the standard that we all strive for. I don't even have my settings up that high. Like I've got everything mid to max on certain things, but it's not like I've got like everything, you know, anti-aliasing all the way to the right. I mean, I've got everything mid to high. So it's not like I'm trying to push everything to its limits. Right now I'm getting 55% GPU usage. So I've got thousands of dollars of hardware sitting to my left here, and we're not utilizing all of it. So hopefully Microsoft can do a little bit better. But we'll see. Still a lot of information that hasn't been revealed yet, but so far everything looks pretty decent. I think they're doing it the right way. Having the alpha builds come out, making sure that everybody is familiar, has proper expectations. There's a time frame they're releasing, you know, calendar of events and timelines of when stuff is going to be released, and they're sticking to that calendar. We don't have a release date yet, but at least like the development timeline, like we know what's going on. It's like how long has Laminar been working on Vulcan for how many years? And they're saying finally this year is going to be the year when last year was supposed to be the year. So I get that they're a smaller development team, they don't have the resources, but it can be a wee bit frustrating. See what Microsoft does. Like I said, Microsoft's pioneer in a lot of ways when it comes to, I mean, they created Microsoft Flight Simulator, so the original one. We'll see how things go. I'm, like I said, cautiously optimistic about what they're going to bring to the table. Alright, that is 35,000 feet. Fuel's looking good. I'm gonna put the center tank on. Shouldn't be a problem. Pressurization looks good. So we'll cruise here for a bit. Dropping descent really in 300 miles. was our flight time? Hour 19 minutes. What are we cruising at right now? We're going to go Mach 7.9. Look at that tailwind we got though, man. Almost 100 knots. Ground speed's looking real nice. Bump that speed up a little bit. We're gonna burn a little bit more fuel doing that, but I'm okay with it. Like I said, the tailwind's gonna help. It's not like we have a headwind or anything. Make up for that lost time from our ATC issues we were having. Yeah, between that and the flight factor shitting the bed on me. Got some lost time to make up. So we can get rid of that. What's our arrival? Caps 3. No. Yeah, so we'd come in from here. And we're going to runway 1. So actually that means we're going to be landing south. And Katrin. Oh no, we're going right here. Oh, sorry, 180 south. I'm landing north. I'm an idiot. There's the flag spikes. I think we're loading in more terrain though. I think that's why. Yeah, so it's pretty much a straight-in approach. We just hit here, and then we're going to go straight in. No turns, no downwinds, nothing like that. So it should be a nice, easy arrival. Still so pissed off about X-Pilot. I don't know where I got 300 miles from. Because I guess I saw that 320 there. Yeah, it's more like 180 miles. Give or take. God, the Warthog looks so great, though. I will give Fort Boy credit where credit's due. That reminds me, I gotta turn that off. Cruise announcement.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, the seatbelt lights off. You're free to move about. Once you are seated, we recommend you keep your belts fastened. Thank you.
I'll talk about a simple.
You sit back, relax, enjoy the trip with us.
You're welcome to ride a cabin, but if you're sitting down, make sure to keep your ship out on. Thank you. That's literally what he said. That fast. Some turbulence. So last time I landed in DCA, I used the entire runway. I think I was in a 7.5 actually. don't know if I used improper brake settings or what, but I almost ran off the end of the runway. So I'm hoping to have better luck here. Honestly, like this is probably the plane I'm best at landing with. I don't know, for some reason Airbus give me fits, just the flight dynamics are different. The flare logic's a little bit different. But we'll see. Like I said, I'm either floating it or I'm slamming it down. But lately I've been getting better. I've been getting better with the landings. Crosswinds, if it's a crosswind, it's getting slammed down. I don't care what anybody says. Like, I'm probably crashing into the ground if there's a crosswind, in all honesty. Sad as that is to say. At least we got Project Fly back up and running. It was down for a while, couldn't even have an overlay. So, at least they got that squared away for the most part. At least should see what V4 is going to look like. They've pushed it out so far for so long that I'm just going to assume it's never coming out. Let's see, ground speed 535. It's kind of where you want it. Just hope this wind doesn't turn into a crosswind. We're tracking pretty well though. Might deviate too far off the course because of the wind. Also interested to see what the A350s, because Tollus is apparently helping out flight factor. Which Lord knows they need it. Flight factor's so finicky. Like the A320 has performance issues, but it's a beautiful plane. It performs very well. I think the 7.5, the 7.6 are good planes as well, but it's just every once in a while you get these weird bugs. And the A350 was just completely incomplete. I don't even know why they would release a plane that doesn't even have sits and stars working on an FMC, but point is, Tollus is stepping in and helping them out, so hopefully because this X-plane is in dire need of good modern long hauls. I emphasize the word modern because 7.6 really isn't used that much anymore. You're either in a Dreamliner or 777 or an A350, and when even the 7.4 doesn't get used anymore, at least for passenger service. And the A330, the JAR is okay. It's an okay plane, but X-plane is definitely behind in the wide body category. And the MD-11, I don't know when the MD-11's coming out. I know Rotate's been working on that for forever, and I haven't heard a peep from them in forever. So hopefully they come out with an update soon. I thought it was supposed to come out at some point, like end of last year. Maybe I read that wrong. Maybe I'm misremembering, but that thing's been in development for a while too. And I would love to I'm not really familiar with an MD-11 system, its systems whatsoever. I wouldn't know the first thing about flying that thing, but I would be excited to check that thing out just for cargo runs. I think that'd be a cool plane to use for cargo runs. Slap that FedEx livery on there. It'd be awesome. So we'll see. Dude, why am I frames tanking? That's what I'm talking about. It's like at 58% CPU usage, 50% GPU usage, and my frames, I can't even get them above 40 right now. It's an absolute joke. About 170 miles till we start dropping down towards DC. What's up, Garbons? What's up, buddy? Just a little Monday night flying. Yeah, I don't think chill's happening tonight, boys. I got one more flight after this. Gotta stay dedicated to the craft, you know. So I don't even need that up. I have this video set at. You know I love your kissy faces. 5 biddies. Thanks for the 5 biddies. Appreciate it. Appreciate your undying, unrelenting support. Undying love. Yeah, we're still unconditional. Unconditional love, man. It's powerful shit. Makes me emotional. Ground speed 542. Wind's picking up a little bit. Sorry, bud. Not tonight. Oh, 10. You've doubled it now. Look at you. Can't buy love, man. Can't buy it. It has to come naturally. I do need, at some point, need to do the river visual in the DC, at least on stream. I've done it off stream before, but river visual is a good time. Basically, you just come and you follow this river right here. You just, again, it's river visual. You follow it visually. It's really cool. You don't use the ILS. You just literally follow the river right in. You just, this area is like, you know, White House, all that stuff. So you want to stay out of that airspace. So you want to follow this pretty tightly, and it takes you right into 19. You paid for love once? How? Was it like for an hour, 2 hours? I need details. Was it worth it? That's the question. Was it worth it? few few seconds. Oh shit, dude. I'm sorry to hear that. That's all I can say. I'm sorry to hear that. Where all my clouds go? It's like no, it's like just haze. Is she? It's too bad, man. Could always work on it, you know. Practice makes perfect. However, it does leave you more time, you know, for other things, you know, watching movies, cuddling, if that's your thing. But a few seconds sucks. Sorry to hear that. See, top of drop. About 100 miles out now. Should get there pretty quick. No, that's not what I wanted. This is what I wanted. Would not tailwind. It's way more than that. Oh, it's maybe because it's at an angle. Crosswind. Alright, man. GG's. Give me some wins. Get some wins for me. You know what? I want you guys to kill people, okay? I want to see clips of, like, people getting murdered, okay? And then you guys scoring 6 goals. Just do it in my honor. Big timing us. Get the fuck out of here, dude. No, I've gotta stay committed. Okay? That's what it comes down to. I'm committed to flight simming. I don't do it enough. Yep, still about 100 miles out. Should be popping up on here soon. As we hit waves. Yeah, still a ways away. 84 miles. I've actually never seen this livery in real life before, and I live right by DFW Airport. Never seen it. It's an awesome livery. Some of Delta's over liveries actually better than their newer stuff, in my opinion. I miss American's old chrome ones. But everybody needs branding changes every once in a while, I guess. I try to make it a quick turnaround once we hit the ground in DC. Tullis is pretty quick to set up, shouldn't give me any fits. I say that, and then it probably will. So fingers crossed, hopefully no fits from the Tullis. And it's actually a shorter flight between there and Boston. It's probably going to come in less than an hour as far as flight time. I'm just concerned about the runways in Boston because my terrain has always been jacked up there for some reason. I've messed with the scenery, load orders, and all that, and for whatever reason, there's always like huge bumps in the runways there. So hopefully that's not the case. Otherwise, we might crash. But we'll see. Hopefully not, though. I think I've gone through all my bad luck for the night, at least I would think so. Between 7.5 not loading in and then the ATC not working properly. It's also going to be nice about Microsoft Flight Sim. I just thought about this, is that everything is going to be like streamed in as far as the terrain. So A, you don't have to keep an 8 terabyte hard drive to have ortho sceneries for more than one country. And everything should load in. I think it's preloaded, or I forget how they explained it, but you're not going to get all these like random lag spikes because the sim needs to load stuff in as you go. So it's just going to be a lot more efficient. So if you haven't figured it out already, I'm really excited. I'm excited for some fresh content. Dude, this is ridiculous. You should never be this bad in the Tolas. Zebo. I say Tolas, I meant Zebo. Also to maybe look into Pilot Edge just so I can get consistent ATC coverage. Like I said, full big ups to Atlanta Center though, because they're always on. Almost every night there's somebody covering Atlanta Center. It's a pretty busy airspace too, because it's right smack in the middle of the country. About 60 miles or so to go before we start. Now, like I said, it's a straight in approach, so it's nothing crazy, nothing complicated. Pretty straightforward, easy, just boop, boop, straight in. Check our weather again here just to make sure nothing crazy has come in. It's 130.13. Temperature 7.8 degrees Celsius, 46 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds are still 290 at 7. Visibility is 10 miles. Ceiling is 12,000 feet. Pretty optimal flying weather. Pretty optimal, what do you have to say? Go ahead and get our bottom out altitude plugged in here. So, is the last? It's gonna be 9,000, right? That's what it looks like. Get that plugged in here. Alright, so it'll start us down automatically once we hit the top of descent here. And you don't have to watch the speed. That's the one thing about a tailwind is that once you start descending, you can get over speed pretty quickly. It's you're going to be picking up speed going down, so you just got to be cognizant of what your vertical speed is and making sure that you're not overspeeding the airplane. So chances are we'll probably be pulling the speed brakes out, but we'll wait and see. Almost want to start dropping it early just to get out ahead of the descent profile. I'll wait until it's a little bit closer and I'll tell it to go a touch early just to get out ahead of it. I didn't test the oxygen mask. It's the one test I forgot to do. Let's get high off oxygen before we land. Great idea. There's like no clouds. It's really weird. Yeah, X-Plane's weather rendering is kind of as well, but it's not really. I mean, active sky is decent, I guess. X Enviro is hot garbage from what I've seen. FPS killer and it's buggy as all hell. It's really, really excited for Microsoft's weather engine. It looks so damn good in the videos, and I know a lot of them are probably highly compressed and they probably make it look cinematically good, but I just really want to see, like, I hope that they do like a live stream or something like before launch, like maybe an E3 this year or something like that. Have like a full-on, like, just a full flight, even if it's just GA. It doesn't even have to be an airliner, but just to kind of give us a taste of what we can expect. I want to see it like in real time action so bad. We haven't gotten to see that yet. Like everything they've released, the videos and everything, it's all cinematic and it's all, you know, polished. And I want to see what it's like running on like an actual computer with an actual simmer running it, and us able to get, give real time feedback on it. I think that's going to be something that they're going to need to do before launch instead of just launching it out there. I think E3 is going to be the time and place to do it. That or TwitchCon. What's the other one? Gamescom or something, whatever it's called. E3, that was the big one. So they really should have a presence there, hopefully. I mean, really, if they want to market it, well, they should make it like the marquee flagship release title for the new Xbox. We all know Halo is going to be that game, though. But, I mean, they should really market the hell out of Flight Sim, get more people involved. I mean, I'm biased as hell, so that's what I think. But I think if they really market it correctly, they could get a lot of people interested. And, you know, the natural problem with flight sims is that there's a high learning curve, so it's not something you can just pick up and learn within an hour. I'm still learning new stuff, and I've been doing this for years. Okay, so we should probably start down now. Why can't I descend? See, it should say descend now on here. Am I too close? I'm wondering if it's because I'm not in VNav. Yeah, that's why. Okay, there we go. I've timed it pretty much perfect, so we're going to start. Down now, seatbelts, come on.
Security of your seatbelt.
Sit your asses down. Makes sense.
Hey, good afternoon, folks. From the cockpit, we're starting a slow descent at this time. We would like to ask you to return to your seats, fasten up your seatbelts for the duration of the flight. Been a pleasure having you on board with us. Thanks for flying with Delta today. Thank you, flight attendants. Go ahead and prepare the cabin for our arrival, please.
Alright, so yeah, we're 3,500 feet a minute right now. Just keep an eye on it. Keep an eye on that speed too. We don't want to get into the red there. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and throw this out just to... My frames are absolutely shit in the bed right now. Yeah, see, we're above our profile. Why did it let it get so above the profile? I don't understand. I don't know what Zeebo's doing right now. It's like... Still not descending properly. Okay, there it goes. Yeah, VNav's misbehaving just a little bit. Still above our profile. I don't know why. I don't know. I started it on time. Pull the boards in. Maybe that's what's causing it to freak out. Okay, so let me look at the charts here, because the Zeebo is being a little bipolar right now. Okay, waves, I gotta be 220, 210. Not gonna make that. Not in 20 miles. I'm not gonna lose 10,000 feet in 20 miles. I don't know what's happening. Doesn't want to descend. Okay, I'm gonna go level change. I don't know what else to do. Still not. Was it the throttles? It was the throttles. I think we can thank SciTech for that. These throttles, I need to get rid of them. So now I'm way above my profile. I'm gonna pull the boards out because that should hopefully lower the nose a little bit. Yeah. That's my fault. I wasn't paying attention to what the throttles were doing. It's stupid quadrant, man. Like if I don't have it like in deep, like all the way down, like it freaks out and it keeps trying to increase the throttle automatically when it's clearly in auto throttle mode. So I don't know why it's able to move when I'm not touching the throttle quadrant. Is what it is. We'll catch back up. Yeah, so we're supposed to be at 21,000 feet right now. We're just a bit above that. Dude, look at this rate of descent, dude. 4,300 feet a minute. As long as we're not over speed, we're technically fine. Maybe a tad uncomfortable in the back. Just want this diamond to be close to zero as possible. We want it to be in the middle. Yeah, we should be leveling off here soon. We're way over speed though. As long as you don't hit the red, we're fine. It's just we're over speed for where we should be. Just about to pull out of it though. So it's diamond moving up here. So we hit about 400 feet or so. I gotta get the altimeter. 3013. Alright, so I'm gonna leave the brakes out, speed brakes out until we hit this mark here. I don't know why the sky looks all dumb like that. Yeah, so we caught back up finally. Auto brakes too. This plane's been really hazy lately. I don't understand. Like, it just completely kills the scenery. Alright, looks like we caught back up fully. I want to arm it while I'm thinking about it. Pull up our reference information here. The winds are a non-factor, so we're going to come in slow as possible. So we'll do a full flap 40 at 141 on the speed. ILS frequency 1099. 1099, plug that in. And then a course of 6. Put it on the first officer side. Let's see here. I'm just gonna go and program it at 2,500 feet. So brief the landing real quick. So landing runway 1, pretty straightforward. Land, exit to the left. Gates going to be over to the left as well. Want to make sure we're on a nice stable approach, 850 feet per minute vertical speed or less. Make sure everything's fully stable. If not, we'll go around, circle around, do it again. Hand fly it as close in as I can. Just once we get configured and everything. Drag required. Yeah, I agree. Alright, let's pull the boards out. We gotta get down to 240 knots. Coming up on 10,000 feet now. About 40 miles from the airport. Why it's so hazy. It's bothering me. Should be clear. Is that like crusted over blood splatter or something? Alright, 10,000 feet, landing lights can come on. Out. I saw the boards out. I'm an idiot. Just burning fuel here for no reason. So should be decelling here about 11 miles or so. Maintain 240 knots for now, that way it doesn't take us an hour to get there. Go ahead, oops, didn't mean to do that. TCA, approach, ILS 1. This approach altitude 200 feet. If we do miss an approach, we're going to climb to that marker there. Left turn to 2200. To the GCA VOR. Basically out here and hold. So the holding point's like off the thing here. It's like off there. That's why I thought this insert here. We're not actually going to hold though. If we do have to go around, we're just going to circle around and do it again. You can see it's coming in the map there. It's fine. So that is our turn beginning there. I'm going to throw the boards out just a little bit. I don't want to get over speed. Our localizer. Should be the airport straight ahead here. And got the localizer on approach. Goes in. We go flaps 5. Heads up, man. How are you doing today? Hey 5E TV. Sorry if I'm butchering your name. Have TV. How you doing, bud? Happy Monday. Hey, so there you go. See, I'm terrible with lead speak. Just about to land here in DC, about 15 miles out. Just press engine or system to turn on downside monitor. Usually keep it turned off once we're in the air. Not entirely necessary to have it, really.
Thousand to go.
Yeah, I think technically, depending on your operator, they usually turn it off once you start engines. Could be wrong though, but I usually, especially after doing the systems check, like flight controls and whatnot, I usually just cut it off. Alright, flaps 10.
2,500.
500 is checked. Gear down. Flaps 15. Flaps 30. Yeah, I'm gonna go flaps 40 on this landing. Coming a little slower. There's our glide slope. Almost forgot to do that. Gotta turn the wing lights on as well. Oh, do you really? It's cool, man. I'm super jealous. I wish I could even get like in an actual like full motion sim at some point. 25. Oops, 30. What is our VREF? 41 should be at about that. Go flaps full. A320. Yeah, A320 is a good flying. It's a good fly as well, man. I like them both, honestly. All right, landing checklist. Gear down 3 green indicated. Flaps are at 40 and indicated. Auto brakes are set to 2. Speed brakes. Whoops. Speed brakes are indeed armed. Let the cabin crew know. And my airplane. My throttles. Flaps 40, just wanted to come in a little slower.
1,000.
1,000 feet, stabilized, Mr. Perch, altitude set.
I could have easily done 30, but I just like coming in slow if I can. High.
$500.
500 feet checked.
$100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Reverses out.
knots.
80 knots, manual braking. Just gonna exit right here. Hayes, appreciate that follow, buddy. Thanks so much. Appreciate the advice as well. Alright, flaps in. Start our APU. I gotta find what Delta parks, so I may have to turn it around here. Probably gonna take one of these gates here. Think about the swing in from this side. Reverse off 60, auto brakes up. Yeah, that's pretty typical. Once I hit 80 is when I cut the reversers, and then depending on runway, where I'm at on the runway, I'll go to manual braking around that same time. It just kind of depends. Is that locked? I didn't see it. Okay, let's pull into the next one. My bad. This was APU gen on. that's right. You're right. Yep, strobes don't come off automatically on the Boeings. Oh well. I can never get these speeds right. Alrighty. Parker there. We are on APU power. I'm gonna go ahead and cut the engines. Seatbelts off. It's collision off. Button come off. APU bleeds. Fuel pumps. Alright, awesome. Well, welcome to nation's capital, Washington, D.C. X-Plane does have, like, pretty decent default scenery. Washington Monument there, Capitol Building there. Looks like Nationals Ballpark there. So they actually did a pretty decent job with the autogen on this one. So I'm pretty pleased with it. Yeah, appreciate that, Hayes. Thanks a lot, bud. Appreciate the help, too. And so let's take a quick peek at the landing, and then I'm going to load back in to the Tollus, get us on our way to Boston. Wouldn't call it a slam down, but I got it down pretty quick. There's a little bit of a crosswind there I wasn't expecting. It's like an 8-knot crosswind that caught me a little bit by surprise. A little rough with the nose. 45 minutes to... I didn't know that. I just cut them off right away. Usually taxi time's a little bit lower, or higher rather, depending on the airport, but this airport's like turning right there by the gates. Project Flight had that landing rate 231, not too shabby. All right, one more.
2500, 2500.
One more with the GoPro view. Thanks, Mr. Bed. Appreciate it. Tell you, man, I've been getting better with the 737. I don't know. And I'll slam the Airbus next flight. I guarantee it.
$100, 50, 40, 30, 10.
Yeah, I'm not even on VATSIM. I was earlier, but I was having issues with comms, so I just disconnected. So yeah, I know better than to run the replays and being connected to the network. Learned the hard way on that. Let me. I'm actually going to completely restart the sim, so I'm going to step away for a few minutes while this thing loads back in because I just don't trust X-Plane to run back-to-back flights. So give me just a few minutes, and we'll be back shortly. Alrighty. Let the sim sort itself out here real quick. Time now, OBS. There we go. All right, so we're back now. I'm going to fly the Tolless A319, short little hop over to Boston. Should see much better performance in this plane because this plane is the best plane in the game as far as frames. So let me, I got to get the flight plan figured out here real quick. So let me handle this. United Airlines, we are KDCA, KBOS. Zero fuel 60 minutes. We're in an A319. Right, let me update Project Fly. United, please tell I have the United saved on here. I've really not flown the A319 United on this. Damn it. Airlines, what's the N837? 387 UA. We'll just say that. All right, so I'm just gonna pull up our. Wow, that's a lot of. It's a long flight plan for such a short flight. I guess because there's a lot of complicated airspace. I should know better. Alright, so the overlay should update. There it goes. Get a better view. Okay, let me attempt VATSIM here. Okay, connected. Okay, so Potomac approach is on. So let's go ahead and get the airplane cranked up here. Bat 1, Bat 2. External power. Nav going. Engine test. So that really should be louder. It's still really quiet. Other switching systems. Nope. I've never been able to figure out the sound on this thing. Roll it's all the way up. External volume ratio. Slightly better. Well, I don't want this cranked up all the way, so just do that for now. I know like the whatchamacallit, the RAS callouts are really like silent in this. It may just be the master volume needs to be cranked up. Okay, anywho. I'm gonna do all this. I don't know why they have it on so dim by default. Perfect. Let's go down here, and we're going DCA A to KBOS. And again, hopefully the runways are going to be cooperative, otherwise we could land in disaster. So hopefully all is well in Boston, because sometimes the runway textures are jacked up in this. Okay, so let's go to SimBrief, get all this lovely information for our airplane. Cost index is 5. Cruise 350. What's our flight time? 53 minutes. Okay. Go here, go here. Okay, fuel. Speed, we'll just say 71. Bam. So your fuel weight 56.4. It's pretty much there. 56.4. So fuel weight 56.4. Gotcha. CG looks good. Wait, zero fuel weight 56.4 with block fuel of 7.1. Perfect. Oh yeah, let's see if this is going to cooperate. Alright, Potomac approach is 1985. Okay, so we should be on with them. Potomac approach, radio check.
Aircraft calling Potomac approach, read you 5x5, over.
Roger that, thanks. Alright, so they can hear me. So maybe it's a Zebo issue then, or maybe because I restarted the sim it wanted to cooperate, but okay, so we're good there. Alright, so we've got our route here. I'm just going to copy this once again. We're going to file with VATSIM. Okay, let's see. So our on the Suki 4. Swan transition. Potomac approach, United 7488 IFR to Boston, please.
United 7488, Potomac approach, good evening, sir. You're cleared up to Boston International Airport via the Suki 4 departure Swan transition, then as filed. Initial altitude 5,000, expect flight level 350, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency with me, squawk 2155.
I cleared at Boston International, Suki 4, departure Swan transition, then as filed. Maintain 5,000, expect 350, 10 minutes after departure. Departure is with you, squawk 2155 for United 7488.
United 7488, readback is correct. Information Charlie is current. Altimeter 3015. Push and start at your discretion. Call for taxi, and you can expect runway 19er for departure.
Wilco 7488. Alright.
United 23 River is 3 o'clock, 3 miles, report in sight.
We do have the river for United 23.
And United 23, right turn approved, cleared the Mount Vernon Visual River, correction, cleared the Mount Vernon Visual Runway 1 approach.
Alright, we're clear for the Mount Vernon Visual Runway 1 approach for United 23.
So we said runway 19 transition is, what did we say, swan transition? It's right in front of my face. Insert U. Check my sounds in here. Okay. It's just so damn quiet. Okay, so I'm gonna go swan to Bros. Then after Bros, we're jumping on an airway. J42 airway. After J42, we're going RBV. Romeo Bravo Victor. And then back onto another airway, the J222. That'll take us to the JFK VOR. Alright, so Baston. Metar. Boston current weather 26014.
United 23, wind calm, runway 1, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 1, United 23.
Airports. Airport info. Departure. Suki. Okay, boss. Airport info. And our arrival is the Roebuck 3. Let me pull up FlightAware just to make sure. When in doubt, just check FlightAware. That way we don't look like idiots. Yes, they're landing. Boston is landing on the 22s. Yep, so this is the proper plate for that. Perfecto. Okay, so he wants me taking off on runway 19. Let me just get my radios configured here. Okay, so I'm gonna plan for 22 left for now. Roebuck 3, that'll be that. JFK transition. Perfect. Let me check the plate, because last time I flew to Boston, the plate got all jacked up. So there's Kennedy there. It should go Kennedy, News, and Flex. Kennedy, News, Fex, Riz, Allin, Banky, Roebuck, Pro V Judy. Okay, so it looks like Ethan. Yeah, okay, so everything looks cool there. Okay, so flight plan is good to go. Go to initialization. Nope, sorry, perf. Go here. Flex tip 73, that's just, they make it so high, dude. 39, 48, and 50. Perfect. Perfect. And I didn't get the flap settings because I'm an idiot. It's going to be 1 up 0.4. Perfect. Alright, pre-flight is complete.
United 23, welcome to Washington National. Exit left on Sierra and to the ramp via Sierra, November Kilo, cross runway 15.
Alright, Sierra, November, Kilo to the ramp, and we'll cross 15, United 23.
And per his instructions, we'll go 5,000 feet on there. All that is good to go. I gotta start the APU. And turn any of these lights on either.
Southwest 1523, Potomac approach. Good evening, sir. You're cleared up to Buffalo International Airport. Be the Terp 6 departure. Jared's transition then is filed. Climb via the SID. Expect flight level 260, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency with me, squawk 2120.
I'm trying to leave, man. I'm trying to. Let me lose the gate. Going to your hometown, though, bud. Okay. Going to your hometown.
Southwest 1523, readback is correct. Weather at Baltimore, wind 260 at 5, altimeter 3011. Push and start at your discretion. Call for taxi and expect runway 28 for departure.
He wants me on 19, so I'm gonna push face right. It's not exactly where I need to go, but that's fine.
Ground to cockpit. Plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you are ready.
Squawk was, what, 2155? Yep, that's good. Got DC sitters on too. Just 2 DC sitters, just one. 33,725. Where's my tug?
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
There it is. This guy's like at the ground, man. Scenery. He's probably on a different sim too. It's funny looking. Good to go. APU's available.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Overhead looks good. What's up, bro? Connecting, or is he waiting for me? Oh, he's pushing me up. See the plane rising just a little bit, just to get me off the
Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake. Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Alrighty, we're clear for engine start. Starter over to the normal position. Okay, what are we doing? What the actual hell? That's not what I said to do, man. Dude, what is this guy doing?
Okay. Everybody's puking now. Start engine 2. I've never seen better pushback do that. Alright, engine 2 spooling up. Shit's wild as hell, man. Oh, we're turning again. I don't know what this guy's drunk. Yeah, this guy's drunk as hell, dude. These IAEs on this? I literally gave him the most simple pushback requests, and he took me to the scenic route. Alright, it's a good start for 2. Let's make it both. Dude, this dude is still pushing me back.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Holy crap, man. You need a brake, bud. Parking brake set.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Disconnect. Puke come off. Taxi light on. When we turn off, so we don't need that on yet. That can come on. Should have turned the beacon on before.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
So we should just get on Juliet and take it the whole way. Alright. Auto brakes set to max. Arm speed brakes. Flaps 1. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Flight controls. Full right. Full left. Neutral. Full back. Full forward. Neutral. Right rudder. Left rudder. Flight controls are checked. Let's get our taxi clearance. Approach Delta 7480, ready to taxi 19.
United 7488, runway 19er, taxi via Kilo, Golf, Juliet, cross runway 15.
19er, Kilo, Golf, Juliet, cross 15, United 7488. Alright. So Kilo, Golf, Juliet, and we're going to cross 15. Check the cabin. Takeoff configuration is green, no blues. No blues are good. Oops. I believe that's Juliet. Juliet's this way. But he wants golf. He wants me at golf.
Southwest 1523, runway 28, taxi via Alpha, Charlie, Uniform 1.
And should jump us right on Juliet. Crossing 15. Main lights on while we're crossing. Clear right, clear left. Lights come off. Main lights on. Approach United 7488 short 19er, ready to go.
United 7488, runway 19er, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff 19er, United 7488.
And Southwest 1523, you're on old scenery, runway 4 and 22, no longer a real life runway. So, but for your scenery, you can cross runway 4 and continue taxi, runway 28.
Start the clock. And runway 19er is verified. Stable checked. Look at the flex, there it is. Flex sets. Takeoff speed set, airspeed's live. That's 80 knots. V1 rotates. Positive climb, you're up.
Back approved, Southwest 1523, holding short at 28.
Southwest 1523, runway 28, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff 28, Southwest 1523.
United 7488, radar contact, show you passing through 2,200. Climb and maintain flight level 190.
190, United 7488. And flaps clean.
Potomac to approach, Southwest 1523, climbing through 1.5.
Southwest 1523, radar contact, altitude checks. You're clear direct terps, climb and maintain, correction, clear direct terps, join the departure, climb and maintain 17,000.
Direct terps, join the departure up to 17,000 in Southwest 1523.
Fly it here for just a little bit. Pilots on. So airport is down there and all the super important stuff right over here. Don't want to get too low and slow in that area, that's for sure. Otherwise you're going to have some F-18 shoot you down. That's 10,000. Landing lights can come off. We light off. You should be handing me off here fairly soon.
United 7488, contact Washington Center now 133.72. Good night.
Orders to Center 3372, United 7488. Appreciate the help. We'll see you. Washington Center, good evening. United 7488, 15,000, climbing 19,000.
United 7488, Washington Center, good evening. Climb maintain flight level 350.
350, United 7488. Alright, that's our final altitude assignments. Have New York Center on. We'll be with them actually here shortly. Get them plugged in here. 25, 32.
Delta 104 radar contact lost at 0343 Zulu.
Center Southwest 1523 with you, flight level 170.
Southwest 1523 Washington Center, good evening. Climb maintain flight level 260.
Up to 260, Southwest 1523.
16,000 standard altimeter. Some of the ortho scenery down here.
Delta 104 is radar contact.
Delta 104, we are back. My bad.
Delta 104, no problem. Radar contact. Descend and maintain flight level 370.
Delta 104, descend and maintain flight level 340.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, like,
Delta 104, flight level 370.
Optimization, I feel like it's gotten worse, man. Like, anytime anything loads in, it's like everything just goes to shit, man. Holy crap.
Delta 2102, radar contact lost at 0346 Salute.
Yeah, so we'll hit our top of climb here in about 60 miles or so.
1523, contact the New York Center, 125.32, heavy landing.
Center, New York Center, Southwest 1523, good night, thanks.
Delta 104, contact the New York Center, 125.32, heavy landing.
12532, Delta 104 Heavy, thank you, have a great night.
Delta 104 Heavy, don't forget to send us flight level 370, please.
370, Delta 104 Heavy.
I'm not familiar with this controller. Just know he's newer, or I just haven't gotten him before. So I'm going to be in his territory, in his airspace here for a little bit. We'll skim through New York Center on our way to Boston.
Delta 2102, I see your back radar contact.
Yep, sorry about that. 2102.
Delta 3194, contact the Atlanta Center 132.907, happy landing.
Over to Atlanta Center, have a good night. Delta 3194.
Oops, I saw the ground spoilers arm. Oops, easy. And I didn't flip this over. Always forget to do something without fail every time. Part of the learning process. So we'll cruise for about 80 miles and then start down, so it's a fairly quick flight.
Delta 5252, contact the New York Center 125.32, happy
It's
landing.
almost a little, it's basically a crosswind. It's not a direct tailwind. You see the track we're on, we're facing this way, but the wind's pushing us along this track here. So
Delta 5252, Washington Center.
It's almost a full 2 degrees.
Delta 5252, contact the New York Center 125.32,
Sorry, a full
happy landing, good night.
It's nuts.
Washington Center, anything else to be
Delta 2844, Washington Center, good evening, welcome aboard.
Go ahead and cut our seatbelts out. It's a shorter flight. Move around a little bit. The sound difference is awesome.
United 7488, contact the New York Center 125.32, happy landing, good night.
Over to New York 2532, United 7488. Thanks for the ATC tonight. New York Center, good evening. United 7488's 30,500 for 35,000. Nice.
United 7488, New York Center, welcome aboard. Delta 104, clear direct news.
104 Heavy, clear direct news.
Delta 1128, center maintain 4,000.
Maintain 4,000,
Delta 1360, turn right heading 310, descend and maintain 4,000.
Right to 310, down
That's
to
what happens
4,000,
when you don't get enough practice and then haven't flown an ATC in probably a month.
Center, Delta 5252, radio check.
Delta 5252, I got you 5x5.
Thanks, sir.
Delta 8967, radar contacts, altitude leaving.
We're at 1,700, climate at 5, runway heading Delta 8967.
Delta 8967, roger, turn left heading 050, climb maintain 17,000.
Left 10050 up to 17,000, Delta 8967.
American South 22 right, flying Juliet.
This plane, I can't gawk over this plane enough, man. Like, it just performs so damn well.
American 7, cross runway 22
not
right,
another
Juliet,
plane in
taxi
this
straight
game
ahead Alpha to the ramp.
as well as the TOLUS. Like, it's the frames.
Right at Juliet, taxi straight ahead
Interior of the
Alpha.
cockpit looks great with
Delta
the
5252, cross news at maintain flight level 270.
Like, I don't think it's as like in depth as the A320, but man, it is not that far off, and I get almost double the frames. So right now the frames are tanking because we're loading stuff in. But it just feels smoother, man. Like, I mean, 45, 50 FPS, like, I'm okay with that. In this game, I'm okay with it. It just performs so damn well. Really hoping TOLUS can make the A350. Well, and then I've got the A321 coming out as well. We'll see how well that performs.
Tango Alpha 04, New York, say your request.
Arrays and like that. LaGuardia Airport to International Boston.
Tango Alpha 04, it's on request. American 1348, haven't forgotten about you. Expect your clearance shortly.
Dude, people get forgotten about too. I've been forgotten about plenty of times. Sometimes they just get busy. Dude, look at this wind. Love the ground speed. I'll take it. 46 knot. Tail / crosswind. Dude, that was a direct tailwind. Dude, we'd be. That's like a pilot's dream. So we'll be top of climb here pretty soon. Like I said, we're gonna cruise for not even 80 miles. Be like 60. We'll start our way down. Boston Center is next. So that's 34.7. Get them dialed up.
American 7, complex, things for service getting.
Delta 1360, descend to maintain 2000.
Descend to maintain 2000, Delta 1360.
Delta 1128, turn left heading 350, descend to maintain 3000. Delta 104, contact Boston Center 134.7.
134.7,
This plane
Boston Center,
honestly gets me excited to fly every time I fly, dude. Like, genuinely just excited to fly this plane every time. Can't say that about every plane in this game, unfortunately.
Delta 1360, 3 miles from Rosley, turn left heading 250, maintain 2000 until established on localizer, cleared ILS runway 22 left approach.
Turn left, intercept the localizer, cleared for the ILS 22 left, Delta 1360.
Delta 1867, turn left heading 350.
Left 350, Delta 8967.
So we cruise.
Delta 1360, wind 27011, runway 22 left, cleared land.
Cleared to land, 22 left, Delta 1360.
Am I going to be in his airspace long enough for him to give me the descent? Or is it going to be Boston? That is the question. It should be him. At least according to this map, but it could be wrong. Let's see if it gives me descend via or...
United 7488, you on this frequency?
Affirm.
United 7488, cross news at maintain flight level 270.
Cross news at or maintain flight level 270, United 7488. I think that's on the charts. Uh, 270. Don't tell me that.
Delta 1128, turn left heading 290.
Turn left heading 290, Delta 1128.
Delta 8967, clear direct gale.
Direct gale, Delta 8967.
Delta 8967, climb maintain, flight level 230.
Up to flight level 230, Delta
Dude, am I having to
8967.
counteract the wind, dude? Look at this crosswind. Holy
New York
shit.
Center, Delta 2102, flight level 370.
Delta 2102, New York Center, welcome aboard.
Dude, look at my track heading. It's like I'm facing this way, but my
York Center,
track
Southwest 1523.
is going this way.
Southwest
It's like a degree and a
1523,
half.
New York.
Gonna have to disconnect. Have a good night. Thanks.
No problem, have a good night.
Good.
So yeah, usually with this
Premier
airspace,
250 Echo Foxtrot, contact Boston Center 134.7. I'll see you on the way back in.
because they want to manage you, give you like a step distance. So that's why he gave me that. It's not on the chart, but it's ATC's discretion. They can basically give you whatever assignment they want within reason. So that's why he's doing that. There's probably some traffic.
Delta 1128, turn left heading 250, intercept the localizer.
250, intercept localizer, Delta 1128.
New York Low, Delta 32, flight level 350.
Delta 32, New York Center, good evening and welcome aboard. Delta 5252, contact Boston Center 134.7, goodbye.
Order 134.7, Delta 5252, thank you, sir.
Delta 1128, 4 miles from Rosley, maintain 3000 until established, cleared ILS runway 22 left approach.
Maintain 3000,
down.
established localized. Say again, please, Delta 1128.
Yeah, so started it a bit early.
United 7488, clear direct news.
Direct news, United 7488. Little shortcut. So just like Boeing, there's a little dot here. You want to keep it in the middle. It's not just like Boeing. Boeing's is on here. But
Delta 1128, Kennedy
it's just
wind
lets you know that you're on your descent
27011, runway 22 left, cleared land.
Clear to land, runway 22 left, Delta 1128.
It's that weird haze again.
United 7488, contact Boston Center 134.7.
Over to Boston 347, United 7488. Thanks for the ATC tonight. Good evening, Boston, United 7488. Flight level 334 for 270.
Crescent United 7488, Boston Center, good evening. Tempo 5252 to center, maintain level 230.
Yeah, 230, Delta 5252, thank you.
November 0 Echo Foxtrot
For now, I can direct to Wiper, and I should be able to do better than that.
For now, direct Wiper, appreciate it, 0 Foxtrot.
Just flying over New York right now. It's Manhattan down there. Yeah, so it's Manhattan, Central Park. LaGuardia's right here. JFK is going to be... I think we're flying over it, actually. Yeah. JFK's right here.
Number 206, descend and maintain 1000, the Portland altimeter 29990.
1000 and altimeter 29990, citation 206.
November Echo Foxtrot, descend and maintain for level 240.
Level 240 for Mirror Echo Foxtrot.
Dude, just... what the hell is all this crap, man?
Delta 5252, descend via the Roebuck 3 arrival, runway 22 left, Boston altimeter 29905.
You get to descend via.
Descend via the Roebuck 3 arrival, we'll be expecting runway 22 for the runway.
Must have had traffic out in front of me or something.
Citation 206, expect runway 11, the Portland altimeter again at 29990, and let me know if you want anything else.
Nope, 11's good. We'll expect 11 for Portland, citation 206.
Number Echo Foxtrot, you will be able to get you direct to Long Island Airport here as soon as you get just a little bit lower. So to keep the descent going, you can expect direct to your destination here in a minute.
Thank you so much, Echo Fox.
You're welcome. United 7488, descend via the Roebuck 3 arrival, runway 22 left, Boston altimeter 29905.
Descend via Roebuck 3, we'll expect 22 left, United 7488. Alright, so there's my descend via. So I'm dropping us to 5,000. And 22 left, I believe, is what we have planned in. It is. So we don't have to change a damn thing in FMC. X-Pilot, the VATSIM client, because people who don't have comms, you can text chat with ATC and it's perfectly acceptable in the network. They have to be able to take both. You're not required to use voice. There's just reading an exchange between some people. Still trying to figure this haze out. Alright, so we should be sending via Roebuck 3 into Boston. This map does not have... Oh, there I am. That's weird because I'm at news on my thing here. See, according to this, I'm past the news, and according to this, I'm not even to it yet. It's weird. Something's wrong. One of them is incorrect. I guess we'll find out if I overshoot Boston. This is a gnarly haze, dude. Some scenery here, so please excuse the lag if there is any.
Golden Star 1054, say Mach number. Actually, just say your indicated speed.
I have Mach dot 70.
Thanks. And what's your indicated speed there? Indicated airspeed, please.
Indicated airspeed 270 knots. Golden Star 1054.
Golden Star 1075, say speed.
These guys,
Golden Star 1075, 316 indicated.
Ready?
Center hello, Delta 32, flight level 350.
Delta 2102, Boston Center. I have you audible 330, is that correct? Actually, that was Delta 32, Delta 32, Boston Center 350.
23,000 feet at FX. We're just going to make sure we're below
Delta
23,000.
104, contact Boston approach 133.0. Have a good night.
133.0, have a great night.
Boston Center, Delta 2102, descending news 270.
November 0 Echo Foxtrot, descend and maintain 2000, the New Haven altimeter 29908.
12000, 29908, 0 Echo Foxtrot.
Delta 2102, Boston Center, good evening. Resume normal speed and declare direct Pro V.
Roger that, direct Pro V, resume normal speed, Delta 2102.
Golden Star 1054, are you able to maintain 310 knots?
Yeah, I can maintain 310 knots. Delta Golden Star 1050.
Yeah, I
Golden Star
guess.
1054, maintain 310 knots or greater. Golden Star 1054, maintain 310 knots or greater.
310 knots, Golden Star 1054.
November 0 Echo Foxtrot, declare direct Long Island Airport, descend and maintain 10,000.
Yeah, I'm not getting this lag.
Direct Long Island Airport 1010,000, November 0 Echo Foxtrot, thanks. Boston Center citation 208 Golf, looking to pick up our IFR clearance to
Port. Time of day. That fixed it basically.
Citation 208 Golf Boston Center. I want to confirm your destination airport, Kilo Papa Whiskey Mike.
Affirmative 208 Golf.
Station 8 Golf, clear to the Portland jetport via the Burlington 9 departure. Radar vectors Concord, then as filed. Maintain 10,000. Departure on this frequency, squawk 4674.
Citation 208 Golf, clear to Burlington, or clear to Portland rather, on the Burlington 9 departure, direct Charlie Oscar November. Climb maintain 10,000, departure with you, and 4674 on the squawk.
November 8 Golf, readback is correct. Expect runway 33 and advise ready to taxi.
We'll expect 33 and we will advise when ready to taxi. 208 Golf.
Delta 80, question Delta 5252, contact the Boston approach 133.0, good night. Delta 5252, contact Boston approach 133.0. November 206, turn left heading 070, effective to final, descend and maintain 6,000.
Alright, left 070, descend and maintain 6,000, vectors final 11, November 206.
Delta 5252, Boston Center. Delta 2102, descend and maintain flight level 230.
Flight level 230, Delta 2102.
Golden Star 1054, descend at pilot's discretion, maintain flight level 240.
Should be 200 feet is the decision height.
Maintain flight level
it is on an ILS.
Golden Star 1054.
Golden Star 1075, descend at pilot's discretion, maintain flight level 240.
G40 for Golden Star 1075.
You get a gold star.
Over Zerko Foxtrot, contact New York Center on 125.32. Have a good evening.
2532 Zerko Foxtrot, have a good night.
Easy. Delta 32, I shouldn't have anything else for you, and Mike Visitor is offline. Radio service terminated, frequency change approved. Have a good flight, and good luck with the move.
Nothing for you, brah.
You're phenomenal. Delta 32, switching to none. Hey, Josh.
You're incredible. I feel like we've been at 23,000 feet for like an hour. What the hell? Once we hit Ruiz, it'll start down. It's a long-winded. I don't know why I'm going so slow too. Is there?
Golden Star 1054, descend via the J Fund to arrival, runway 22 left, Boston altimeter 29904.
Is there a?
Roger, descend via J Fund 2, runway 22 left to KNH 29904. Golden Star 1054.
I should be at 260 knots. What is this thing?
Golden Star 1075, descend via the J Fund to arrival, runway 22 left, Boston altimeter 29904.
No wonder.
Descend via J Fund 2 for runway 22
Why
left.
am I not at 260 knots?
For Golden Star 1075.
That's really strange. Because at Roebuck I can be at 260 knots. That's what's taking me so long. I'm at 230 knots.
Delta 2102, descend via the Roebuck 3 arrival, runway 22 left, Boston altimeter 29904.
29904, descend via the Roebuck 3 arrival, Delta 2102, 22 left.
What is happening? It literally sounded like.
Number 206, looks like I'm going to have to give you a short vector across the localizer for descent there. So turn left heading 010, that's a vector again for your descent. And I'll have a turn back toward the east and south for you in a moment here.
Alright, left 010, and yeah, it's giving us issues with descending correctly.
No worries.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep this speed until I feel like it, because I gotta make up time now. It's ridiculous. I was at that speed forever and didn't even realize it.
Boston Center, citation 20 Golf Golf, straight taxi.
Alright, Golf runway 15. Did I tell you 33 earlier?
Affirmative, you said 33.
Okay, up to you. Wind is 190 at 6, so up to which one you like.
33 will work.
Alright, Golf runway 33, taxi via Kilo Juliet.
Kilo Juliet to runway 33, 20 Golf Golf.
November 206, turn right, heading 130, intercept the localizer, descend and maintain 3000.
Alright, right, 130 down to 3000, 206 for the localizer.
United 7488, contact Boston approach, 133.0, have a good night.
Over approach, United 7488, thanks for HTC tonight, man.
You're welcome.
Last in approach. 133.
Fly present heading, descend and maintain 8000. All present heading, descend and maintain 8000, Delta 5252, thank you.
You're welcome.
Good evening, Boston approach, United 7488 at 19,500, descending Roebuck 3.
1050, so correction, Delta 1025, wind 220 at 6 knots, runway 22 right, clear for takeoff.
Runway 22 right, cleared for takeoff. Delta 1025.
United 7488, Boston approach, good evening, confirm you have information India.
We do have India on board, United 7488.
United 7488, flighting 060, descend and maintain 1010,000, delete all speed restrictions, and that'll be vectors ILS runway 22 left approach.
So heading 060, and what was the altitude again for 7488?
1010,000.
060 down to 10,000, delete speed restrictions, United 7488.
Delta 1025, full throttle is F4, not off F4.
What the heck?
What the? Why did you say all that for? Because he disconnected. Oh my god.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Delta 104, descend and maintain 3000. 104, heavy descend and maintain 3K.
Oh, I need to set my altimeter. Eeps. 2994.
Poor attempt at humor, as my kids would say, it's a bad dad joke. Delta 104 Heavy requesting deviation of 10 buck 2. Delta 104 is on the landline again. Delta 104 Heavy requesting deviation of 10 buck 2. Delta 104 affirmative. Oh, I could get in so much trouble for saying that. Alt F4 at your discretion. 104 Heavy, okay.
Dude, what is happening?
Just kidding.
Shit's wild tonight, man. I gotta clip this.
Delta 104, turn left heading 330, descend and maintain 3000. 104 Heavy, descend and maintain 3000, and turn left heading 330. Delta 5252, turn left heading 040, descend and maintain 6000. That's 040, down 6000, Delta 5252.
Boston Control, this is Gold Star 1054, descend via J-Fun to runway 22 left. I'm in position, Alta.
Oh, set 1054, Boston approach, good evening, confirm you have information India.
Yes, I have the information, India.
Gold Star 1054, roger, descend via via the J Fund 2 arrival, runway 22 left, the
So
Boston
technically, you're supposed to
altimeter.
check ATIS before you check in with approach. I didn't do that, so my bad. That's why he's asking everybody to make sure they have India.
Altimeter 29 and 904. Thank you.
Delta 2648 heavy, cross runway 15 left.
Wonder why he took me off the
Cross 15 left, Delta 2648 heavy.
RNAV though.
Boston approach, Delta 2102, 17,000, descending, Roebuck 3.
Delta 2102, Boston approach, good evening, confirm you have information India.
Yes, nobody checked ATIS.
Information, India, 2102.
Delta 104 heavy, you're 7 miles from Vocus, turn left heading 250, maintain 2000, still established, cleared ILS, runway 22 left approach.
250, maintain 3000, still established on level approach, cleared ILS 22 approach, Delta 104.
Delta 2102, descend via the Roebuck 3 arrival, runway 22 left, Boston altimeter 29904.
29904, runway 22 left, descending via the Roebuck 3, Delta 2102.
Delta 5252, descend and maintain 4000.
Down to 4,000, Delta 5252.
Gotta love a little banter on VATSIM. Better than people not knowing what the heck they're doing. Go to semi-auto brakes. And why not? It's on speed brakes.
Delta 2648, wind 210 at 6 knots, runway 22 right, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 22 right, 2648 heavy.
Delta 5252 heavy, turn left heading 020, descend and maintain 3000.
020, down 3,000, Delta 5252 heavy.
Hold wind 1054, say airspeed.
I'm on 270 knots, coast start 1054.
So 1054, roger. That tells me that you have a 150 knot tailwind. That would be the first aircraft that I've had tonight with that strong of a tailwind. Reduce speed 190 knots or less.
Dude, this controller's epic, man.
Okay, sir. I reduce to 190 knots, coast start 1054.
Thank you.
Boston approach, this is Ghost Star 1075, 1 mile from basis for approach.
Star 1055, Boston approach, good evening. Confirm you have information India.
Delta 104 heavy, Austin. I was
Let me pull through
told
that. I guess
to
it's
fly
a hold.
Austin because it was the greatest airport. Well, there wasn't any word about freaking 30 knot crosswinds in this.
1304 heavy, say again.
104 heavy, I was told to fly to Boston because it's the most perfect airport to fly to. There was no mention of 30 knot crosswinds.
No, sir. He had a 150 knot tailwind apparently, but your crosswind is a whopping 0 degrees.
No, there's nothing. There's no crosswind.
Delta 104 heavy, we got 30 knot crosswinds right now, and I actually had a tailwind of 200 earlier.
You got some whacked up weather, man, because that's not what the VTAR says.
Delta 1025, let me try that again. Delta 1025, Boston departure radar contact passing 1,300, climb maintain 14,000.
And maintain 14,000, Delta 1025.
Delta 5252 heavy, turn left heading 280, descend and maintain 3,000.
Say again for Delta 5252, please.
Delta 5252 heavy, turn left heading 280, descend and maintain 3,000.
Right there. I'm just gonna circle around land this way.
Delta 5252 heavy.
Delta 104 heavy, thanks for the PIREP, wind 220 at 6 knots, runway 22 left, clear to land.
Better not be a 30 knot crosswind.
Boston approach, Ghost Star 1075. I am on 80's frequency, but I get no signal yet.
Delta 1075, roger. Or information, India's current wind 220 at 6 knots, visibility 10, few clouds at 7,000, 9,000 scattered, and the altimeter 29904. Expect vectors ILS, runway 22 left approach.
Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome, United 7488, turn left heading 030, descend and maintain 8,000.
030 down to 8,000, United 7488.
Delta 1025, you are cleared for the Blazer 4 departure, sir. You're turning 180 degrees from the right heading.
Clear Blazer 4, let me fix that heading. Sorry about that.
Delta 1025, it's far too late for that. Pilot deviation. Climb maintain 14,000. When able, proceed direct Blazer.
This guy is...
Climb maintain 14,000. Proceed direct Blazer. Delta 1025.
Delta 104, wind 220 at 6 knots, runway 22 left, clear to land.
Drop us to 240.
22 left, clear to land, Delta 104 heavy.
Gold wings 1054, fly present heading descend and maintain 4,000.
VRAF 4,008.
Go stop 1054.
So we'll shoot for 143-ish. He probably gave me a little bit of a shortcut actually by letting me cut through because the...
Delta 2648 heavy, boss, departure, enter contact, that's 400, climb, maintain 14,000.
Shave some time
That's a
off
14,000,
actually.
that's a 2648 heavy.
Did me a favor by taking me off the arrival.
Delta 5252 heavy, you're 6 miles from Wayne, flighting 1, let's make it 240. Maintain 3,000, still established, cleared ILS, runway 22 left approach.
240, maintain 3,000 to establish, cleared for ILS approach, runway 22 left, Delta 5252.
Should be Gucci now. No, why? Where's the haze back? And it's gone. Explain weather. City of Boston, Logan.
United 7488, descend and maintain 4,000.
4,000, United 7488.
Delta 2648, turn right heading 180, climb, maintain 5,000 for crossing traffic.
Can you go ahead and repeat the heading one more time for me, Delta 2648?
I can, but it'll cost you. Just kidding. Delta 2648, climb, maintain, correction, turn right heading 180.
Right turn 180, and that would suck because they have no money to give you.
Delta 104 heavy, right, welcome to Boston, right turn when able.
104 heavy, exiting right. Oh boy, we're skidding.
Gold Wings 1054, where the heck are you going, sir? I gave you present heading, that would have taken you to the northeast, you're going southbound. Gold Wings 1054, turn left, left turn heading 090, maintain 4,000.
090, turn left, go stop 1054.
So 2648, traffic at your 12 o'clock at 4 miles northeastbound, descending at a 7,000 is, I forget what he is, he's an airplane of some sort, an A319.
Delta 2648, have you got traffic in sight?
Delta 2648, Roger, maintain visual separation with that traffic, climb, maintain 14,000.
That's the guy that's behind me, he's talking to.
Maintain visual separation up to 14,000, 2648.
Delta 2648, turn right heading 280, when able, proceed direct Blazer.
Right turn 280, direct Blazer, when able, 2648 heavy.
Delta 104 heavy, how you doing now, sir?
104 heavy, we are on Echo behind runway 4 left, holding short.
Delta 104 heavy, roger, cross runway 4 left, taxi to parking straight ahead, have a great evening.
Cross 4 left, taxi to parking, have a great evening. We will see you here very shortly. We're going to do a gate change here, and yeah, we're going to figure out how to get a 7-3 from here to Lowy, Innsbruck. So, wish us luck.
I do.
Innsbruck from Boston.
At 7488, turn left heading 360, descend and maintain 4,000.
360 down to 4,000, United 748.
Boeing 1054, turn left heading 360.
Right,
you already had me
turn
down
left
4,000.
360, go stop
Down
1054.
faster.
Delta 5252 heavy, wind 220 at 6 knots, runway 22 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 22 left, Delta 5252 heavy, thank you.
You are very welcome.
A little bouncy. Ooh, those winds. 27 knots right off our left nose.
Delta 104 Heavy, Boston. Do you happen to know where the heavy parking is here for the 7810?
Where were you inbound from?
22 left and just crossed Echo on 4 left.
Yeah, okay. So it would have been in Terminal Alpha, but that's fine. Go straight ahead, or you're gonna, Alpha there is gonna turn to the left, go to Terminal Echo. You're just passing Charlie. It's the next terminal there on your left. There's plenty of heavy parking right there.
104 Heavy, roger, thank you.
Gold Star 1075, turn right heading 190, join the localizer.
190, join localizer, Gold Star 1075.
Lower. Speakers for larger devices such as laptops is stowed at this time, either in a bag up in a seat in front of you or in an overhead bed. They may not be stowed in seat pockets. You may continue to use mobile devices as long as they're secured in your
Give me a hell of a shortcut, though. Give them that.
Finally, ladies and gentlemen, please check around your seats for any remaining cups, glasses, or any other items you would like to discard. And that's what you're
Yeah, we got the
Go Star 1054, turn left turn heading 190.
Left run 190, 1054.
Delta 1025, contact the Boston Center 134.7, so long.
Boston Center 134.7, have a great night.
You too, sir. Delta 2648 Heavy, contact the Boston Center 134.7, so long. Delta 2648 Heavy, contact the Boston Center 134.7, so long.
34.7, 2648, so on.
97488, had a guy goof a little bit here, and unfortunately you have to pay the penalty. Turn right heading 030.
Well, darn him. Left or right 030. United 748.
He owes you 3 drinks at the bar when you get there.
I'll be waiting for it.
Delta 52 Heavy, welcome to Boston. Right turn Papa, right turn Echo, cross runway 4 right. Correction, 4 left.
Right Echo, cross runway 4 left, Delta 52, thank you.
My pleasure. Wellington 75, you're 5 miles from Focus, cross Focus at or above 2,000, clear dial S4.
This guy's probably who he's talking about here. I gotta
Clear dial S4,
wait for him to clear.
Gold Star 1075.
Gold Star 1054, you're 6 miles from Wayne, turn right heading 250, maintain 3,000, till established clear dial S runway 22 left approach.
Okay, turn right 250, descend to 3,000 feet.
Yeah, he's having to draw me out a little bit to clear some of this traffic out. Should be able to work me in sequence here pretty soon, though.
97488, you can't catch a break. Now the guy in front of you threw the anchor out. He's 130 knots slower than you are. Reduce to your final approach speed. Turn left heading 280.
Right, reduce approach speed and left 280, United 748.
You gotta trust me when I say I'm doing the best that I can for you.
No, I know you are. Appreciate it.
Gold Star 1075, wind 2220 at 6 knots, runway 22 left, clear to land.
Alright.
1075, clear to land.
There's one. What is my final approach speed? We can go ahead and activate approach phase. It's 138. Yeah, 143 is good. Flaps 2. Flaps 3.
Delta 2102, turn left heading 360, maintain 6,000.
Full.
Boston approach, good evening. Metro 911 with you.
Probably should have the gear down, but he told me to go to my final approach speed, so
07 on
just
the
do what
Star
I'm told.
approach, roadblock 3
I'm
approach,
actually gonna get us to 150.
Metro 1911 Boston approach, a very good evening to you. Confirm you have information India.
Have information India. 911.
Metro 1911, thank you. Descend via the road 3 arrival, runway 22 left, the Boston altimeter 29904.
Descend via the roadblock 3 approach, expecting runway 22 left, and altimeter is 911.
974-88, you're 5 miles from Noli, turn left heading 250, maintain 4,000 till established, cleared ILS, runway 22 left approach, maintain 170 knots until Revere. Oh, sorry, focus.
Left 250, maintain 4,000 till established. 22 left localizer will maintain 170 until, I think you said Revere for United 7488.
Yeah, it was really focused, I cheated.
Well, start 1054 on final establish at runway 22 left.
Go start 1054, wind 220 at 6 knots, runway
Yeah, see,
22
he
left.
said final approach speed. And
Clear to land, go start 1054.
Thank you. Then 7488, say current airspeed.
Say again for United 7488.
7488, say airspeed.
Current airspeed 170 knots.
United 7480, roger, you can delete all speed restrictions.
Deleting restrictions 7488.
Those are 1075, welcome to Boston, right turn 1 able.
Alright, get us back down to manage mode there. Gear down. It's a weird approach. And arm approach. There's the infamous haze. Assuming the other guy got down. I'm probably gonna get the speed up a little bit longer, but I got so many different speed restrictions thrown at me that I just played it safe and went it slower than I probably needed to. Localizer is about to hit glide slope though, so we're fine on speed now. So landing checklist, gear down, 3 greens indicate, auto brake set to medium. Flaps are set to full, speed brake is armed. And we are awaiting our landing clearance from ATC. Oh, did we just drop the server? Alright, so it just gave me my landing clearance via text. I guess we lost voice comms. Interesting. Anyway, okay, we've got glide slope. We're still 10 miles out. You can't be kidding me. problems tonight. I'm assuming the first flight was a Zebo's fault, though. So it's 27 left. That's my runway. That's only traffic in front of me. He's already on the ground, it looks like. We do have a little bit of a gnarly headwind here. Almost a crosswind, 19 knots. We'll keep an eye on it. It is slipping us a little bit to the side here. Runways in sight. And with autopilot, bring me a little bit closer. Just V checks. Terrains are okay on this. I'm a little afraid to land. Oh no. Pull my airport map up here right quick. So 22 left. I'm gonna cross all these runways. I'm gonna try to exit on Charlie. Foxtrot or Charlie. So we're gonna be exiting to the right. Alright, yeah, we've got a little bit of a crosswind here, 19 knots off of our right nose. Don't know. What's up? My airplane. Wind's reduced a little bit now, 16 knots off of our right nose. Does V checks. We're stable. Yikes. Flight director's your best friend. Boundary checks. This crosswind was a pain in the ass, dude. Reverser's out. Knots, reverser's back in.
Boston, right turn when able.
Okay, I guess we're turning here. Affirm, we just got our voice back. United 7488.
Yeah, no problem. United 7488, welcome back. Right turn Papa, right turn Echo, cross runway 22 left. Taking taxi to parking via Echo Alpha. Good evening.
Right turn Papa, right turn Echo, crossing, looks like 4 left, and then Bravo to the gate for United 7488. I think I said that right.
Perfect. Delta 1539, just checking. Do I have you on voice? Yes, sir, for Delta 1539. Fantastic.
Oh, son of a bitch, I wasn't paying attention.
Delta 1539, fly present heading, descend and maintain 4000, vectors ILS, runway 22 left approach. Fly present heading, descend maintain 4000, vectors ILS, 22 left approach for Delta 1539. Metro 1911, turn left heading 010, descend and maintain 6000, vectors ILS, runway 22 left approach.
Yeah, it's like United's parking right here. That was a gnarly landing. Those winds were not what I had on the METAR. I'll say that right now. Take a peek at it though.
Delta 2102, wind 220 at 6 knots, runway 22 left, clear to land. Runway 22 left, clear to land, Delta 2102.
Oops, my speed brakes are still out. And I'm gonna take this gate right here.
Delta 1539, 10 miles from Wayne, fly heading 190, maintain 3000 till established, cleared ILS, runway 22 left approach. Fly heading 190, maintain 3000, 3000 till established on localized, cleared ILS, runway 22 left approach for Delta 1539. Metro 1911, turn left heading 360. Lift 360 right, turn on and lift.
Alright, that was an interesting approach. And a long ass approach, I'll say that. I'm gonna disconnect from VATSIM here. A+ controlling though, I will say that. Controlling all around tonight was spot on, so well done VATSIM tonight. The center controllers, approach controllers, everybody on the ground, everybody did a great job tonight, so hats off to them. Let's take a peek at that landing here. Oh man, dude, it was a gnarly landing. At least my terrains weren't all jacked up. And man, I came at a weird angle. Just ignore the open door. I needed to kick the rudder out a little bit more, I think. Yeah, I mean, look at the crab angle, dude. Look at that fucking crab.
I'm pretty sure I kicked the route the wrong way too. Holy crap. It's tough, man. Any crosswind's difficult, but it was an 18 knot crosswind on landing. Shit's no joke. I believe we got it down on the markers though. Yeah, just before him or after him. Yeah, not my worst, not my best, I'll say that. Say, man, I'm cursed. Tolus is the greatest plane in this game, but I can't land it for shit. And in my defense, crosswinds are my Achilles. As is the case with most pilots, I would imagine. Last one from the GoPro. Yeah, dude, I was all over that runway. Just gnarly winds. Oh my god, look at that angle. Look at that angle I'm coming in at. Oh my god. I don't know what happened right there. Freaking microburst on the runway or something. Alright, well, ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome to Boston. This is Mr. X's Freeware Boston as well. Free downtown scenery, a lot of surrounding ortho as well. Performs really well. Pretty detailed representation of Boston, in my opinion. And of course, Freeware Logan as well. Looks like I got my runways to behave properly, which is nice. So, definitely pleased. First flight went pretty well. Some ATC issues. I'm going to try to get the 7.5 on Wednesday when I'm back on. Maybe do some cargo. I think I'm going to stick with passenger stuff for now. But we'll see. But I've been itching to fly the 757 for a while, so hopefully I'll be able to get the bugs on that sorted out. I think it just had an update and it just crashed the sim, and I just didn't have time to mess with it. So hopefully next time I load it up, it'll just work. Maybe. I don't know. And then I got to figure the radios out in the 7.3. I don't know what the heck happened with the radios. It's kind of annoying, though. I couldn't get ATC out of Atlanta, but c'est la vie. We got it working in the Tolus, so at least half my planes are working tonight, I guess. So I appreciate everybody that dropped by and watched. Like I said, Mondays and Wednesdays are my flight sim nights henceforth. So feel free to drop a follow and put on the alerts, let you know I'm coming on. It's usually about 7 p.m. Central is when I'm going to be on. So feel free to drop a follow, and we'll see you guys back on Wednesday. Let me figure out who I'm hosting real quick before I jump off. Yeah, Mr. Bill here. Go here. All right, everyone. Appreciate it. Have a great night.
Welcome everybody. Welcome Phil. To help us out all.